To start this technique, you're going to draw using some kind of a waxy medium, so either crayons or oil pastels. Now for the resist technique. So what I've gathered here, I have a nice mop brush that's a little bit sad looking right now. I have a cup of water. I have my paints, which you can just use, your praying paints in a box because you get all the colors with that. I also really like, if we were in a big class together, I would be using Blick liquid watercolors. They give you really beautiful, vivid, bright colors, and you get a lot of nice colors with that. But because it's just me, I don't want to waste a lot of paint. And the color that I don't have that I would like is black. So to paint the background around my candle, I could make it look like maybe they're singing, Happy Birthday in a dark room. So I'm going to add some water to my paints. And I don't have to be careful. I can just paint right over my drawing. I don't have to paint around it. I can paint right on it. And notice I put down a paper bag that's just to cover my work surface so I don't get it on anything important. And you can see how, because I used a waxy material, the water in this paint just goes right off of it. Now, if I didn't have watercolors at home and I still wanted to do this resist technique, I could still do it. I could use a little bit of craft paint and add a lot of water, just a tiny bit of paint and a lot of water, like 90% water, 10% paint in whatever color I would like. I would probably try that on a scrap before I put it on my painting, but if you're kind of in a pinch and you're trying to figure out how to get some color on this background. So now it looks like my candle is glowing in a dark room and they're singing happy birthday or something. So if I'm going to switch colors, I want to make sure that I rinse out my brush really good. I have to decide what color I want to do for the background of my cakes. Ooh, this is getting messy. So my cake is all kind of lighter colors, and I don't have a nice turquoise for the background. I don't think I want this cake to be in the dark because I don't know if that really makes sense because there's no candles on it. So I think what I might do, let's see. I think I'm just going to do some yellow to brighten it up a little bit. So maybe it's sitting on a table in the sun. So I'm using yellow. Of course, sunlight can be shown in all different colors. I could draw some more things in the background. I could decorate the background with some wallpaper before I paint this, but I'm just going to leave it simple. And I can paint right over what I drew and just kind of keep mopping it across. You can see how it just beads right up and fills in the spaces where maybe I missed with the crayons. So sometimes I actually like to leave a little bit of area not quite as colored in because then you can see the color coming through. I'm just using my mop brush to brush over all this, especially, it's hard to see, isn't it? I'm sorry. Okay, especially down here on the table, I'm painting over where I drew with crayon, and it's finding all those little spots where I didn't press down really hard, or where I didn't color a lot, where I left some white paper showing through. And there you go. Now, if it's bothering you that there's all this paint kind of beaded up on it, what I can do is I can just take a paper towel and I can very gently, don't rub it around, I'm just going to kind of tap and press to get the paint kind of blotted off of the surface. So it will still adhere to the paper, but it will kind of leave the waxy parts resisting. So now I've got this beautiful cake with a nice painted background, and I just love how that came out.